What's shaking, it's bacon. And if you're wondering what weapon I'm using, it's the spare change pulse rifle. I really like this gun. And once again, another commentary where the entire enemy team wants to show up, but at least I got a double kill. And Destiny just really likes giving me this spare change. I always get it. It loves just handing me spare change. And I'm thinking, I'm starting to believe I really love Destiny too much, because I've never dedicated this much time into any FPS in my life. And as many of you know, I'm a PvP guy. I don't touch PvE unless there's gear involved that I want to bring over to PvP. So with that in mind, I'm playing only half of this game. I'm only reaching half of this game's full potential, and I'm still loving it. I'm still playing it this much. And as for the reasons why I don't really mess with PvE, I just don't like it. It doesn't fit my taste. It's not up to par with what I'd like the game to have. You know, I originally got this game thinking I would love both the PvP and PvE, because the PvE had that exploration, that intrigue, and the various characters, factors, factions, and enemies to deal with, but it didn't turn out like that. And it was kind of a bummer, so I just leaned towards PvP all this time. I don't find myself really enjoying much of the PvE content, but I do remember it, and that's what's good about games where you face AIs and stuff like that, and story and campaign. It's memorable. But the only reason Destiny's PvE is memorable to me is because I have to play it so many times over. The bounties, and when you really are farming for engrams and things that you want, that's the only reason to hop into PvE. Correct me if I'm wrong, but most of the people who play PvE exclusively just want that sweet loot. They just want that sweet gear that makes them feel good inside. And that's just how it is. But Bungie's decided to switch things up, to change it around, and to be better when it comes to their PvE experience and for the overall experience of Destiny. Everything feels like it's getting revamped and it's getting switched around, and I want to know, where will my love be? Will I still just play PvP, or maybe I'll become a mixed breed? Maybe I'll like PvE and PvP. Can you imagine that? I mean, they're talking about a lot of new things for PvE that just sound sweet. They sound great, and I'm loving it. It's like I don't know, I'm on a rocky ship right now. I'm not sure if I'll really want to get on, if I want to get onto the PvE Express. And so some of the things that Bungie's talking about adding into the game is, you know, a great story. They want to make up for that crappy, shitty story that we got for vanilla Destiny. That joke of a story that I just cannot believe they shipped with the original game. They're trying to add pretty cutscenes incorporating our ships, and you get to see like dead enemies kind of twitching and moving a little bit before they die. You get to see their last breath, and it's kind of breathtaking. It's surprising that that's Destiny. I couldn't believe my eyes that this is the same game, but I'm still skeptical. I'm not sure if this should really provoke me, because, you know, the original story for Destiny was trash. It's like a movie. If the first movie was trash, why would I go and see the sequel? Why would I go and enjoy the sequel just because they're saying and guaranteeing that it's going to be the greatest movie of all time? You know, they've already trashed their sales. But the thing about Destiny is that it can really mess me up. I don't know. They just know how to just like sprinkle the right amount of flavoring into their content. And they're really doing it with PvE. They're fixing up how the loot drops work. RNG is gonna get a little revamp. They're changing the levels. They're kind of ditching the light level thing, but not at the same time. They're putting light levels onto our guns and our armors and stuff like that, but it won't affect our overall levels. Our level will be able to go up to 40, and you'll be able to get to that by just playing the game. And that is gonna be so easy. So easy, I swear. If it's not easy, then I'm just not doing it right. And it seems like everybody's just gonna be streamlined around the same level after this. It's just gonna be the same as it is right now. You see how we have so many level 34s running around? It's gonna be easier than that. People are just gonna be leveling up, and I like leveling up because it feels good. It feels good to see that thing pop up on the screen. You remember in Call of Duty where you were just like on a mean kill streak? Like right now, this double kill, I'm on a 5 kill streak. You're on a mean kill streak, and it just felt so good to see that the XP was just flooding in. It was just making everything just extravagant. And I'd like to see that because I'm going to be playing PvP, and I'm going to be leveling up in PvP, and let's see if that is just as dope. So, all in all, Bungie, they're making me waver here. They're making me think about hopping on and becoming a PvE guy as well as a PvP guy. As long as PvP keeps its fundamentals and stays kind of the way it is, minus the lag. That lag needs to go. That latency needs to go. These disappearing and dodging lag bots need to go. These masters of the lag. If that leaves, oh man, I don't even think I can just, oh god, this guy's gonna push me into the, thank you, teammate. You see, lag isn't the only thing I need to go. I need blue randy teammates to go, but that's not something Bungie can do or would want to do. But yeah, I'm kind of excited for PvE. I hope that Bungie does it right. I'm looking forward to pledging my allegiance to the various factions. Each one of my characters belongs to a different faction, but overall, if you're wondering, my favorite faction is New Monarchy. I don't know what about it. Maybe it's the colorway, maybe it's their ambitions to be kings, but I just really like New Monarchy. It's really cool. It just flows, and that's my warlocks. Playing on my warlock right now, actually. And recently, Deej was talking about our old legendaries and not to scrap them because we'll be able to use them in the future for the old content. And that was just a cop-out to me. It doesn't make much sense at all because that old content is for old rewards. And why would I want old rewards if they're not rewarding? This is stuff that we're not really gonna want anymore because they won't be able to get any stronger. And that's just how I feel about what he said. I felt like it was a cop-out. I felt like it doesn't make much sense. And do not get all happy just to hear this. And that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you'll like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll catch you in the next one.